In the realm of ancient scientific inquiry, the Babylonian civilization emerges as a beacon of advanced astronomical observation and sophisticated astrological practice. Millennia ago, these pioneering scholars embarked on an unprecedented quest to decipher the cosmic order, carefully chronicling the rhythmic dance of celestial bodies and establishing a systematic framework that would forever influence our understanding of the cosmos. In their meticulous observations, the Babylonians recognized that the stars, planets, and shifting constellations were not merely isolated phenomena, but interconnected elements of a vast, divinely orchestrated tapestry. Their intellectual pursuits led to the creation of a zodiac, a segmented celestial chart that encapsulated not only the movement of astronomical bodies, but also the spiritual and terrestrial significance embedded within these cosmic patterns. This innovation, delineated into 12 equal segments along the ecliptic, represented a profound conceptual breakthrough, the notion that the heavens served as a mirror, a reflection of divine order influencing human destiny. As we embark on this exploration of Babylonian wisdom, we shall examine the intellectual rigor and technical mastery underlying their astral cataloging. In doing so, we gain an appreciation for their ability to blend empirical observations with metaphysical insight, crafting a comprehensive system that linked seasonal cycles, celestial alignments, and the capricious will of the gods. This intricate interplay between observation and divine symbolism laid a durable foundation, one that paved the way for future civilizations, including the elaborate Hellenistic horoscopes of later eras. Today, as we delve deeply into the archival data and technical innovations of Babylonian astronomy, we uncover a sophisticated dialogue between mathematics, observation, and spiritual mythology, a dialogue that continues to resonate with expert-level interpretations and advanced scientific analysis in our modern era. The development of the zodiac stands as a monumental achievement in the annals of astronomical science, born of the systematic, analytical mind of Babylonian scholars. By dividing the celestial sphere into 12 30-degree segments along the ecliptic, these ancient observers laid down a precise and reproducible framework that translated the irregular motions of astronomical bodies into a predictable and orderly chart. The creation of this cosmic map was not a mere exercise in geometry. It was a careful synthesis of observation, computation, and symbolic interpretation. Detailed records illustrate that these scholars measured and tracked the movements of the sun, moon, and visible planets with remarkable accuracy, enabling them to identify recurring patterns that linked celestial cycles with seasonal and terrestrial phenomena. This segmentation enabled the prediction of astronomical events such as lunar phases and solar eclipses, and, more significantly, established a basis for correlating planetary positions with the fate of kingdoms, the onset of agricultural cycles, and even meteorological changes. As the segments assumed not just temporal but also metaphysical significance, each constellation within the zodiac was imbued with an identity that resonated deeply with contemporary mythos and ritual practice. This celestial mapping was underpinned by advanced arithmetic and geometric principles derived from accurate long-term observations, making it one of the earliest examples of a predictive scientific framework. The methodical compilation of data into proto-ephemerides allowed for the continual refinement of models describing planetary motion, eventually laying the groundwork for later systems of predictive astrology and astronomy throughout the Mediterranean basin. In this manner, the Babylonian formulation of the zodiac was both a technical triumph and a cultural milestone, demonstrating an extraordinary intersection of empirical calculation and symbolic language, a legacy that has profoundly influenced subsequent developments in both scientific and metaphysical disciplines. The structural design of the Babylonian zodiac was as ingenious as it was precise, dividing the ecliptic into 12 uniform segments, each stretching 30 degrees in celestial longitude. This careful segmentation provided the framework for correlating the apparent motion of celestial objects with specific regions of the sky. Each of these segments corresponded to a constellation, which itself was selected for its recurring visibility and distinct position during key seasonal intervals. The technical precision in delineating these sectors relied on systematic observations of the solstices, equinoxes, and other crucial markers within the solar year. As advances in mathematical astronomy enabled increasingly reliable measurement techniques, Babylonian scholars were able to refine the starting and ending points of these segments, ensuring consistency in their predictive potential from year to year. Beyond mere measurement, however, the zodiac served as a symbolic grid, a means of mapping the inherent order found within the chaotic motions of the heavens. The rigid numerical structure of the zodiac not only facilitated predictions of natural phenomena, such as the timing of floods or seasonal rains, but also became intertwined with the religious and mythological fabric of Babylonian culture. In their writings, astronomers often indicated that the segmentation of the sky was divinely sanctioned, a reflection of the cosmic order ordained by the gods. Each 30-degree division bore a dual identity, one that was measurable by the empirical methods of the day and another that resonated with the intangible energies and spiritual forces believed to emanate from the celestial realm. This dual significance, mathematical and metaphysical alike, provided a robust framework that would influence not only subsequent astronomical models, but also the symbolic lexicon of astrology. The legacy embedded in these geometric demarcations has endured, continuing to inform contemporary interpretations of celestial mechanics and astrological methodologies, cementing the zodiac's role as a bridge between empirical science and spiritual inquiry. Central to Babylonian astrology is the intricate correlation between celestial bodies and an elaborate pantheon of deities, a relationship that elevated the study of astronomy to profound spiritual significance. The Babylonians identified and personified the planets by associating them with gods and goddesses whose attributes mirrored the observed qualities of these luminous orbs. For instance, the bright and captivating appearance of Venus was inextricably linked with Ishtar, a deity embodying love, fertility, and war, whose dual nature was reflected in the planet's alternating brightness as it moved through the sky. Meanwhile, Jupiter, with its imposing size and regal presence, was paired with Marduk, the chief deity, symbolizing authority and cosmic order. Saturn found its divine counterpart in Ninurta, a figure representing not only agriculture but also martial prowess, a clear indication of the Babylonians' recognition that celestial phenomena often presaged terrestrial victories or calamities. Mercury, noted for its swift movement, was identified with Nabu, the god of wisdom and writing, thereby connecting rapid planetary transit with intellectual agility and the transmission of knowledge. A deep technical analysis of these associations reveals that every planetary alignment or retrograde was meticulously recorded and interpreted as a potential message from the divine. Detailed ephemerides from the period indicate that the Babylonians monitored the relative positions and mutual interactions of the planets, assigning them specific omen values based on historical correlations observed over many generations. This systematic approach allowed them to generate complex prognostications regarding political stability, agricultural outcomes, and even the health of individual states. The precision with which these celestial events were documented, a remarkable feat given the limitations of ancient instrumentation, illustrates an advanced application of observational astronomy intertwined with ritualistic divination. Moreover, the symbology intrinsic to these planetary deities provided a dual, layered interpretative framework, one that relied upon empirical facts and recurring astronomical events, and another that imbued these events with the weight of religious authority and moral guidance. Thus, through nuanced observation and rigorous documentation, Babylonian astrologers crafted a sophisticated doctrine that merged scientific analysis with spiritual significance, a doctrine that has resonated through the ages and remains a cornerstone of astrological study in modern discourse. The precise methodology employed by Babylonian astronomers in their celestial observations laid the groundwork for predictive astrology, establishing a legacy of accuracy and foresight. These early scholars used a variety of sophisticated instruments and systematic record, keeping techniques to capture the complex interplay of celestial mechanics. Detailed observations were meticulously logged on clay tablets, which served as both records of past events and templates for future predictions. In these data sets, recurring alignments of planets, the relative positions of stars, and the cyclical nature of lunar phases were correlated with terrestrial phenomena such as agricultural cycles, political successions, and periods of unrest. By employing mathematical computations and statistical correlations, Babylonian astrologers were able to refine their prognostic models continuously. Their proto-ephemerides, replete with numerical precision and systematic notation, illustrated how specific planetary configurations recurrently precipitated certain outcomes, such as bountiful harvests or the rise of influential leaders. A particularly advanced aspect of this early work was the recognition of intervals between significant celestial events, which allowed them to create rudimentary but remarkably effective predictive models. Such observational rigor was supported by an in-depth understanding of the causes behind seasonal variations and the interconnected behavior of celestial bodies. With each successive generation, these patterns were further codified, ultimately paving the way for a structured system of omens and forecasts that balanced careful empirical study with religious intuition. The legacy of these early endeavors is evident in the enduring influence of Babylonian predictive techniques, which persist in various forms even in modern astrological practices. Through an intricate blend of quantitative observation and qualitative interpretation, the Babylonians forged a path that converged scientific methodology with metaphysical insight, an approach that continues to inform expert-level discourse within the fields of astronomy and astrological research. As knowledge traversed cultural and geographical boundaries, the Babylonian system of celestial interpretation significantly influenced the development of Hellenistic astrology, evolving from a tool for mundane state affairs to a sophisticated framework for individual destinies. During the Hellenistic period, scholars integrated Babylonian methodologies with Greek mathematical and philosophical traditions, resulting in more refined horoscopic charts and an enhanced model of predictive astrology. This synthesis was marked by the application of advanced geometric constructions and the algebraic treatment of planetary motion, yielding a system in which the positions of heavenly bodies at the time of birth were intricately linked to individual character and fate. The transformation of the zodiac from a solemn record of state omens to a personalized celestial map was underpinned by an analytical rigor that saw increased reliance on quantitative methods and numerical ephemerides. Greek scholars, already renowned for their contributions to geometry and astronomy, appreciated the empirical accuracy of Babylonian observations and sought to expand upon them through systematic mathematical frameworks. This integrated approach allowed for the development of a dual interpretative system in which macrocosmic events were mirrored by microcosmic influences, thereby providing a comprehensive account of both social and individual destiny. The analytical tools derived from Babylonian astronomy, such as the systematic division of the ecliptic and the careful quantification of planetary positions, became foundational elements in the construction of a sophisticated astrological paradigm. In Hellenistic centers of learning, scholars rigorously debated the merits of various interpretative techniques, with ongoing revisions to the ephemerides enhancing the system's predictive accuracy. Thus, the journey of astrology from Babylon through the Hellenistic world was a crucible in which observational precision, mathematical innovation, and metaphysical symbolism were fused, producing a legacy that continues to shape the principles and methodologies employed by contemporary experts in the field. The influence of Babylonian astrology extends far beyond the confines of ancient civilization, persisting as a foundational pillar in modern astrological and astronomical thought. Contemporary Western astrology, with its 12-sign zodiac and established system of planetary rulerships, owes much to the rigorous observational and analytical traditions forged by ancient Babylonian scholars. Modern practitioners and experts, armed with advanced computational algorithms and high-resolution astronomical data, continue to explore the intricate correlations between celestial positions and earthly outcomes, a pursuit that mirrors the meticulous, evidence-based methods of their Babylonian predecessors. Detailed studies reveal that many predictive techniques, including the assignment of specific omen values to planetary configurations, remain consistent with ancient records preserved on clay tablets. These tablets, some of which have been painstakingly deciphered and analyzed through modern statistical methods, serve as a testament to the accuracy and enduring relevance of Babylonian methodologies. The integration of numerical precision in predicting seasonal changes, political shifts, and even economic fluctuations is a hallmark of this ancient tradition, underscoring its technical sophistication. Contemporary research in both astrology and astronomy often revisits Babylonian models to re-examine early empirical correlations, seeking to refine present-day applications and enhance predictive accuracy. This enduring legacy is not merely a historical curiosity. It underpins a dynamic, evolving dialogue between past observations and modern scientific inquiry. The robust foundation laid by Babylonian astrologers continues to inspire expert-level analysis, merging quantitative research with the qualitative assessment of symbolic motifs. Today, their work is recognized as a pioneering synthesis of empirical measurement and metaphysical interpretation, an intellectual heritage that remains deeply integrated into the modern study of celestial mechanics and astrological phenomena. In conclusion, the Babylonian contributions to zodiacal mapping and planetary deification represent a pinnacle of early scientific thought, a confluence of meticulous empirical observation and profound spiritual insight. The enduring impact of their methodologies, refined through centuries and adapted by subsequent cultures, stands as evidence of a legacy written in the stars. Their innovative system continues to inform and inspire advanced analysis, serving as a bridge between the empirical and the divine, and reminding us that in the vast expanse of the cosmos, science and spirituality remain eternally intertwined.